Students, in this lecture, we will discuss the strategies that will help you to successfully market your pharmaceutical products or the services. Now, what are these strategies? These strategies are very simple. For example, the first strategy is not do not neglect your social media presence. You must be active on social media. You must be active on Facebook. You must be active on your websites, YouTube's, while campaigning your products or the service or promoting your pharmaceutical industry or the pharmacy. The ultimate purpose of it should be to attract the attention of the customers. Definitely your customers are your physicians. You must also try to attract your consumers, your patients as well. You can do it by frequently publishing your post. Definitely your patients nowadays are very active, very educated. They want to know about the disease from which they are suffering. Your physician, definitely he himself is an educated person. So you must provide the full information regarding your products, your industries, your pharmacies on social medias, so that the patients or the concerned person may get the information. You have to frequently publish the post about your products in order to attract your audience, your physicians, or your patients. You must have build a good relationship with the physicians, because your physician has the major authority. He is the concerned person. He is the person who has authority to prescribe the medicines. Definitely if he will prescribe your product, your brand, then the consumer, your patients will purchase those products. So you must have a good relationship with your physician. Definitely in nowadays practice, you develop this relationship with the help of the medical reps. And definitely your doctor, the physician, will prescribe the medicines of those pharmaceutical industries whose medical rep has good relationship with the doctor, and to which he knows very well, and to which to him he trusts more. Now, you can offer free samples to the physicians as well. Sometimes definitely if you have given the free sample, that will be on the table of the physician or the doctor, then that will be in his mind that, okay, I have to prescribe this brand, I have to promote this pharmaceutical industry. So there is more chances of prescribing your product. In that case, sometimes he will give the free samples to the patient, that will then attract the patients as well. But it is recommended that this practice should be banned. The doctors should be restricted from taking the free samples, because this is unethical. You must have a good quality website content. Now, what content should be available on your websites? That content that your physician or the patients want to see. For example, your physician want to see that what are the clinical trials, then you must have that section on your website where the clinical trials are given. You must give information about the benefits of your product, the dosage form, the dose, the safety information, the side effects, and the risk factors. So these information should be on the websites, and the designing of the website should be very easy, very simple. It must not be complicated. It must not have a lot of sections in it. It must be easy, so that a layman can understand it, can easily control or can go with your website. So your website must have a system to capture the person's email address or the contact number, because your website is definitely a communication tool. By capturing his email address, by capturing his contact number, definitely you can then approach him easily for future marketing of your products. You must have contact with the customer in a good and emotional way. For example, you have a patient of depression, and definitely he will be using the antidepressant drugs. You can create the mobile apps to where he can share his feelings. Then you have physicians, you have hired the physicians. Your doctors will communicate with that particular person. He will get information from that person. Then he will be able to prescribe the medicine to him. But this practice must be on the ethical marketing baseline. It must not be unethical. You should not prescribe your product if it is not needed for that particular individual. Then you must reach the physicians through online communication. Sometimes the doctors are very busy, they don't want to meet you physically, so they want you to communicate with them through WhatsApp messages, through emails, through newsletters. So you must anyhow you must contact with the professionals. Now you have to create the visual aids for the physicians. You can create these standees, brochures, flyers in order to attract the attention of the physicians. You can create the posters, you can give him the writing pads where the name of your medicine is written. So these are the tactics which you can use. Then you must participate in conferences and events. Why you must participate in these conferences? Because your physicians are very busy and they want to meet the individuals of the same profession in conferences where they also have the chance of learning, where they will get the more information, where they will be able to know that what is happening nowadays. So you must also attend these conferences and events where you can also get the direct feedback or face-to-face feedback of your products or about the reputation of your pharmacy or the pharmaceutical industry. You can contact them as well by the social medias or by the email newsletter. So direct communication itself is very important.